Kevin O'Connell receives a multi-year extension with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is consistency at its best when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings because coming into this season, we didn't know that the Minnesota Vikings would have a chance at making the playoffs since back in July and August we found out that J.J. McCarthy, he was injured, and then we have Sam Darnold coming to the fold, and he gave us a stellar season, and he might get a big contract. I don't know if the Minnesota Vikings are going to bring Sam Darnold back because they have a future right behind him in J.J. McCarthy. But whoever is at QB later on this year in 2025, I believe that Minnesota they'll go further with J.J. McCarthy, obviously, but you've had your experiment with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, he's a decent quarterback, but he's not going to deliver the goods in the playoffs, and we saw that displayed Monday night versus the Rams in the playoffs a few weeks back. So, Minnesota Vikings, they have a decision to make. Do they keep Sam Darnold and try to develop J.J. McCarthy for another year? Or do you give all the reins to J.J. McCarthy and say, hey, you're the franchise QB. We're going to need you for the next 5 or 10 years. So that's basically what the Minnesota Vikings stand at. But Kevin O'Connell, great offensive mind. We know that the Vikings offense going into next season will not miss a beat. I'm very curious to see on who they will draft in the upcoming NFL draft. Will they go another wide receiver or will they get a tight end? Who knows? But the Minnesota Vikings, as far as head coaching, it is set in stone for another 4 years with Kevin O'Connell at the helm in Minnesota.